Hello and welcome back to Hard West. I'm Chris Cavalier. So we have two scenarios left to go. We have the graveyard shift with Father, and then we have on Earth as it is in Hell. So let's go ahead and do the graveyard shift. So let's see here. We want to get our scenario started. We want to make sure we hit hard mode. We want to hit combat injuries. We want to hit Ironman. And we are good to go.
Your father brought bad luck wherever he went. He suffered greatly, sacrificing much of himself to save his family. Hoping to leave the curse behind, he strode into the wilderness and traveled far to the south. There, he found a small town and decided to settle down. He told his new neighbors that his name was Benjamin Morin. As death seemed to follow him wherever he went, he decided to take up a new trade, undertaker. As he made his living burying the dead, traveling from farm to ranch, he kept searching for a way to lift the curse. One day he returned to town to find it ravaged by something evil. Between the maniacal laughter of the murderers and the screams of their victims, a single survivor hid behind the bars of the jail. A former bounty hunter, Harrington.
The Undertaker returned from a funeral to discover his hometown ravaged by a violent cult.
Your father kept to the shadows. Masquerading as one of the evildoers, he edged closer to the jail where Harrington was held. A shootout could get Harrington killed, so your father weighed his options.
Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's take a look around real quick. Ricochetable. Ricochetable. We got two guys in there. Okay, let's take a look to see what we got going on. So we have a 6-shooter. God made men equal. Well, no, God made men, but the 6-shooter made them equal. I love that quote. And then we have the Western rifle. We have a bottle of liquor, which sounds like I'm already liquored up. Let's see. And then we have a dose of opium. Okay. Heat is essential, so we can't let him die, as it would be fun when we have no one left to play with. So that's what we got. And we have to go rescue this fellow here, Oswald Harrington. He has the Remy Borgen rifle and a 6-shooter, snuff, and mandrake root. How we know this, I have no idea, but sometimes you know things you don't know. So what I think we're probably going to do is, what do you want to call it? Subdue one of these guys and then shoot the other one. Or maybe just shoot them both. That sounds like fun too. So let's just go ahead and walk through and see what we see. Those guys look, they've seen better days. Let's see, who do you see? You see somebody up there. Okay. Maybe we'll sneak around over this way. We're doing pretty good. It's pretty funny, we can walk in the front door here and we are relatively safe. I'm almost thinking I want to go in from this way. How can I get him free? It says, do not trigger the alarm until Oswald is free. Could be tricky. Maybe let's go this way. Let's open the door. What else do we see? See you up there. Okay. So if we're going to do this, where can we go? Just worried if I subdue there that he's going to see me and shoot me, and I don't like to be shot. As a general rule. As a general rule, it is bad. So let's go ahead and go move right over here. Oh, interesting.
The father forced the guard to open Harrington's cell. The old bounty hunter told him that those running roughshod over the town were possessed by something wicked. As the bulk of them were busy chasing down the fleeing townsfolk, Harrington suggested they dispatch those that remained.
All right. Let's kick this thing off, I think. I think that's probably the way to go. Let's see, what do you got here? What can you do to him? If we do a normal shot, yep, that'll work out perfect. Do it. Mr. Oswald. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Gotta hurt. You know, from here we could actually... Oh, we could just shoot him. Hello, my friend. Okay. So now we can really get this thing kicking off here. Probably should go take a look to see what we see. Maybe we'll send Oswald over here to the door. You see him. You see him. Oh, this guy is looking the other way. We got him flanked. Let's take a shot. I said let's take a shot, not let's miss and look dopey about it. Sometimes you don't hear the words I'm saying. Okay, as all we see is that guy. We might as well use our rifle. Could always hit him for a big uno, which is what we do. By the way, I have goose jerky for this particular scenario. Very excited about it. If you've never tried goose jerky before, you don't know what you're missing. Okay, so those guys are taking pretty decent cover that I don't know if I really want to contend with. Let's see, where else could I go? If I step here, I will lose sight with him. You know, I could make our way around back. Start working around. Maybe go back over here. I don't know. But I think in there we're gonna have some limitations. And let's go ahead and reload. Probably not that important at this moment, but it's what we do. We're outlaws and we reload. I think you probably could just go ahead and inch forward a little bit. Maybe go there. See, what can you do? You could actually come out around... Do we have a second story in this place? We do. The question is, can we get up there? We can. So what we may do... we could come up around all the way around the back there. So let's just have him take a simple movement. See anything? No. We could go all the way back here and take a look inside. Do you see anything? No. Why would we see anything? I was hoping that would provide some cover. Maybe we'll step up here, see what we see. See a whole lot of nothing. We could go there. Could also go inside here. Don't believe he has a ricochet ability, so maybe you just want to step up to here. Sees nothing. Might as well have you just move fully into this building. What do you see? You see that guy, he's still in the same spot. And if you go up here, you're not necessarily in a great spot initially, but we could bring this up, use this as cover. Using a serving tray as cover. Great. We're gonna win. Okay, so we could sneak around back there. If you move over here, what do you see? Oh, look at that. Looky, looky. You know, we can't quite put him down, though, is my problem. I got an idea. I have an idea. It's not a good idea, but we're gonna go with it. You go up to this doorway. Open the door. What kind of shot do you have? 21% or 0? Let's try the 21%. Okay, good. Perfect. Now, let's see if you have a chance of hitting him. We got 79, 76. Let's go with the 79. There we go. 3 cultists remain. We got this guy out in the open. I don't know where anybody else is at. Maybe let's look over here. 69%, I'd say that we probably should just take the 69. Very nice, Mr. Oswald Harrington. Okay, Undertaker. Faja. What do you see? So you see a whole lot of nothing, so let's see here. You can be flanked there, so maybe we just move to here. Okay, we got somebody trying to move up on us. Look at that idiot. Look at that idiot. Okay, you don't see anything. Why can't you walk out here? I don't understand as usual. Let's go stand over here. He sees nothing. Alright. Now you can move forward to say there. And you have a good shot on him. 79. I don't think our rifle's going to outdo that, so let's go ahead and use our 6-shooter. Because it made men equal. It's basically the reason why I'm using it. Okay, you just go ahead and reload. So we got one guy, or one cultist remaining. Whether or not they're actually men could be a whole other story. I think we just move up to here. Kind of gives us some viewing angles. If we want to get down below, I think we're to the point where we want to move forward. Just because we don't know where this guy's at. I'm pretty sure he's not on our side of the map that we have been exploring thus far. Let's go ahead and reload. Looking good. Oh, look at this guy. Hey, I'm going to run out into the open like an idiot galoot. I, however, do not have a great angle on him. Let's see if this will get us into a good spot. Nope. Not at all. So what we could do is we could move over here. Maybe over here is better. You still aren't in a great spot. If you go there, you can come around and flank us. You know, we don't really have a good spot to go. We could go up here. Let's go up there. So this guy will have to move again. Look at that! Look at that! He did not go into a good spot. You know, I guess we could move there and try it. I don't think we're going to see him. The other spot, I guess, will just be out in the open. Yeah, we don't see him. I was kind of expecting that. Well, let's see, we did move once already, so we're going to be limited. What could you do? You could actually move up. Move up to here. Do that. Oswald, move to the tree. Okay, Oswald, I'm going to send you in. I need you to come away the big dog. That's right. You gotta be kidding me. So in XCOM, that is a flank, because the guy steps around the corner here and shoots, but in Hard West, that is not a flank, that is a disappointment. Total disappointment. Okay, that's okay, we can... 35%, that's 3 shots, 35%, try it. There you go.
The others that remained in town were dead. Your father and Harrington prepared for the return of their Confederates. They hid in the shadows high above. As their enemies returned, they gathered on the main square. Their leader addressed them in some odd, unfamiliar tongue.
I never address my people with tongues. Seems like bad business. Alright, let's see what we got going on here as our battle continues. Let's see, you have 4 guys in range. What ability do you have? You have the chain kill that requires 75 luck, and you have no luck at all. That is, not the way we do's it. It's not good. 69. We're just trying to find our best shot. You know, 69. 69, dude. Okay, maybe we have the Mandrake route first, and then we shoot. Okay, now we're in a better position. You gotta be kidding me, that took my whole turn. Did I move him as well? Yep. Alright. Okay, so now let's figure out our next stratagem, if you will. And maybe I want to get this guy first, since he may be moving towards me in a very unpleasant fashion. Let's go ahead and blast him down.
Your father and Harrington cut down those unsuspecting evildoers.
Okay, so now we are going to do the chain kill and hope it works. We're going to roll the dice. Yeah, shoot him. 1. Okay. You could be known as Paco Part Du. I can't say that very well in the French pronunciation, but Du. Okay. We'll take it. It was not bad at all. Ouch! Ouch! In the back? Who would do that? Oh, man. These guys are not friendly in the slightest. Okay, so we're down to 3 shots. I think we take all 3 shots at this guy. Oh! The Undertaker. He's looking to do some killing. Okay, so let's see here. What can we do? 69%. Let's take it. Very nice, Harrington. Okay, I'm glad you missed, because you seem to shoot through walls fairly well. Okay, we can deal with that. Oh boy. So what I'm thinking is reload. Reload, and then we can't fan necessarily, so we could either shoot him with our rifle, which is not a bad idea, I don't think. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, we weaken him a little bit. I think this guy we're actually going to go ahead and flank. And get a decent shot down on him. Very nice, Harrington. I don't know if I can ever love you as much as I love Paco, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, I want to make sure I flank him and don't run myself into the corner. Let's take it. Bong bong. Yes. Great job. Ghost Town was destroyed. The Undertaker had to leave and find a way to lift the curse that doomed those around him. There's our faithful steed. Okay, we're in Ghost Town. The city was a cabinet of horrors, the streets strewn with bloody bodies of townsfolk killed by the diabolical cult. Okay, the Undertaker buried the bodies. It took the Undertaker and Harrington an entire day burying the dead, carrying corpses through the blood-spattered streets. The Undertaker couldn't shake the notion that all of this was his fault. He told Harrington as much, relating the story of his continued misfortunes, but omitting the devil's trickery. Harrington was skeptical of the curse, but suggested that visiting Empus the Hermit might help the Undertaker find peace. The day consists of 4 parts: dawn, morning, midday, and afternoon. You can explore one location during each part of the day. Traveling to a new location will change the time of the day. So let's see, we got a bunch of stuff there. There's the Hermit's Hut. What else do we have here? A whole lot of nothing. Let's go to the Hermit's Hut. A thin column of acrid smoke rose from the shabby hut, home of Empus the Hermit. They found him alone, but you often find hermits alone, muttering under his breath to no one. We tell him our story. The hermit remained silent a long time after the Undertaker finished his tale of woe. Finally he spoke. The curse was powerful, he said. Empus would not be able to lift it alone. He needed time to learn more about it. 2 days of study should suffice. Okay, so it says here, buy at least 12 tobacco bags at the tobacco plantation. Wait 2 days before returning to the hermit. Okay. So, let's see, 12 tobacco bags. Let's go check it out. The tobacco from Brian Cole's plantation was famous for its moldy look and intense aroma. Let's see, what can we do? You know, it looks like we could buy, let's see here, we want to buy 12 bags of tobacco. That'll pretty much wipe us out. Pretty much. Okay, I guess we actually need to purchase it, so here's some cashola. We adjust. Make it happen. There we go. We are now the kings of tobacco. Sell the tobacco in town. Okay. The town was a loose collection of decrepit plank houses. Fall town locals were a rare and sorrowful sight. Now let's go ahead and wheel and deal here. It says sell the tobacco in town. Except for we want to sell it all. Okay, confirm that. Show me your cash. Let's adjust to the offer. Confirm. Trade. Everyone's happy. Okay. So we sold the tobacco in town. Now it says go to the saloon in town and hire a gunman. The town was... Okay, we already read that. Ooh, interesting. All the local scoundrels, bandits, and lunatics hung out in the saloon. It was the ideal place to look for a new posse member. So we can go with Fleischer, who is a tough fighter but a weak shot, or we can go with Johnson, a fast but fragile fighter. Who do we want to go with? Let's see, Harrington, I would probably consider him more of a fragile guy since he only had 5 health. And it looks like the Undertaker, I think he had 7 health, so he's somewhere in between. Do we want to go with a tough guy and just kind of send him up into the mix? I'm thinking that is probably a righteous decision. So let's go with a tough fighter. Look at this guy. Fleischer was a well-known bounty hunter with a gold bullet where a tooth once had been. The bullet in his jaw was the only one that ever came close to killing him. Alright. I wonder if we actually get the other one. We could if we had some more money. It's interesting. What can we trade? All kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. You know what we may do is we might just bow out for a second and take a look to see what we have going on here. Okay, so you do have a quadruple shotgun. It's pretty standard, really, right? Who doesn't have a quadruple shotgun? Let's see, what else could we give you? The Mandrake powder is always a fan favorite. Let's see here. Can give you some vitality elixir along with your snuff. So we do have this scoped custom rifle. It can pound out, what is it, 4 damage? Not the greatest. Yeah, I don't know what to think about that. I'd like to get him a better weapon. I don't really like this rifle so much. What we may do is sell it and then try to go pick up that other guy. I wonder if that's a good idea. I'm not so sure we're going to have that choice. So let's see, if I sell this for 40, that would give us 179, would be 21 short still. I don't think we have enough to necessarily make that happen, so we may not go that route. You know, we could get the Western rifle and give that to our new guy as well. Give him a little bit of an increase in aim when he is at range. I think that's better than the scoped custom rifle. So let's go ahead and swap that. We'll throw some bones in here to even it out. There we go. I'm going to have to go back to the character screen to swap that out. Okay, return to Ghost Town and retrieve Harrington's food. Okay. Oswald took some food from his abandoned house. They were ready to continue their journey. You need to eat every day. This is news just in. The character needs 1 food portion to remain healthy. 2 portions will make him more energetic. If a character skips a meal, he will be hungry. Denying him food on the second and following days will cause them to become very weak. Starved characters require 2 food portions to restore their strength. Okay. The Undertaker sat among the graves of his dead friends and enemies. His prayer wasn't religious, more a gloomy reflection on his past and present actions. Let's see here, we can do a prayer, or we can carve something into his carpentry workshop. Let's go ahead and just carve something into our workshop. I have no idea. Oh, look at this. He imagined the shapes of an eagle, coyote, a bear, and vulture. Each of these animals symbolized something different. You know, we don't have any bales of wood, so we're going to go back. What's that do there? A whole lot of nothing. So let's go ahead and just leave. Okay, so we have a plantation to go to. We have a caravan, a gunsmith, a gin mill, a sawmill. It's probably going to be the limit right now. You know, the gunsmith doesn't seem so exciting. Let's go to, you know, the caravan. I don't know if the caravan's that exciting either. Let's check it out. Okay, so we got 3 guys that are hungry. The day is nearing its end and you set up camp. It is time to distribute the meals. You have 15 food portions. Who eats? Let's see here. You go ahead and eat. You eat. And you eat. We'll feed everybody. We'll get some sleep. Another day has arrived. No rest for the wicked. The Undertaker visited the caravan, a loosely knit group of people who never stayed in one place for long. This was either because they were always looking for new sources of revenue, or because eventually the locals would tire of their scams and inflated prices. For all their faults, however, they had the best supply of liquor, tobacco, and opium within 100 miles. Let's check it out. Tobacco, let's see here. 12 of them for 10 gold apiece. Okay. Buy some bales of wood. Let's see. We got food portions there that we could definitely purchase. Again, we're kind of just wasting time by running around in a circle here. Let's go to the gin mill. The distillery produced strong whiskey that tasted like a wet dog and burned like poison. Their motto was, "Ma McCarthy's whiskey, a real man can take 6 shots and keep on firing." So, bottles of liquor are pretty well priced, so actually we may purchase some and see if we can sell it anywhere. Does that sound like a plan? I think so. So let's go ahead and make this happen. Let's go ahead and get 30. How much cash do we need? 90? Just to offer, confirm, trade, do it. What's the sawmill have going on here? The sawmill was managed by Malcolm Topper, a man of few words and quirky habits. If you could stomach the unpleasant sounds he made when spitting through his teeth, you could make a deal. You know, we could get some bales of wood. Oh man, I'm thinking that we wanted like 8. Question is, do we want to get more and do something else with it? I don't know. Oops. Need cash. Need cash. Don't close on me. Don't close on me. Okay, just offer, confirm, trade. We're good. What else we got over here? Nothing. Nothing at all. So what we can do is go back to the gunsmith here. I guess we've never been there, so we can't go back, but we're going to go there. Maybe not the best guns from Tennessee to California, but the deadliest ones around here. Good to know. I think we're probably alright. Let's see here. What will they purchase stuff for? They'll actually give us a little bit of money on the bottles of liquor. The bales of wood, we'd make a little bit of money. It's good to know. Nothing that is too big. Let's see, let's go back to town real quick. Okay, we're going to go ahead and feed everybody. And get some sleep. See what we can do for trade now. Now these bottles of liquor. Okay. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we are going to run them out of cash, it looks like. And we still need to come up with an extra 30 bones. What's this do for us? Not much. Sturdy shoes. I do like the sturdy shoes. The ocular is great. Maybe let's just go and see what else we got. So we could get sturdy shoes. We could get the ocular. Tough one. I like the sturdy shoes. Maybe we'll just get that for now. So put the cash back. Oh, I guess I could have been tricky like. Made it work. Scroll up. Scroll up. You want to hire this other guy? Fleischer returned the money. He refused to travel with Johnson. He didn't give a reason. Okay. That is good information to know. Okay, so we can go back to the hermit and see what he has to say. You know what we may want to do is we may actually just want to find food somewhere so we don't run out. A thin column of acrid smoke rose from the shabby hut, home of Empus the hermit. He greeted the posse with a tired voice, telling them he already knew why they had come. Okay. Lift the curse already. The hermit turned his milky eyes towards the undertaker. He mentioned 3 individuals that could help. The first was the old seamstress, a voodoo priestess who lived somewhere in the swamps. The second was Red Coyote, an Indian shaman. He was a fretful man, but strong in the traditions of his ancestors. He lived in the west, or to the west, at the foot of the mountains. The last, but certainly not the least, was Reverend Ashmore, who no one had seen for some time. Empus said that Undertaker should take out Jingle Tommy, the proprietor of the opium smoking room, for more information. Should seek out. I think my mind just goes to shoot him. Shoot him. Okay, so the plantation. Where do we want to go? I think we're alright on food for now. So what we may do is pass over towards the bridge. Can we go all the way over there? Kind of looks like... Oh. I missed the Fate Trader. We got the crossroads here. Check out the crossroads. The group met a wandering salesman going by the name of Russ Mantia, though everyone called him the Russian. His wares consisted of so many oddities and luxuries it made one wonder about their former owners and whether they were still alive. I think we've seen cheaper food. Coyote Mark. That doesn't seem so great to me. Alright. Oh, the other thing that I guess we should do is let's go to the ghost town again. The posse encountered a wounded man in a torn Civil War uniform. Delirious, he seemed to think he knew the Undertaker and kept calling him Thomas Marshall. He spoke of war spoils hidden in our safe, assuring the Undertaker that it was secure inside a rotting oak at the base of a hill in the southeast. He said the clerk who had last changed the combination vanished. The rumors said he was hiding in the mountains. After sharing his story, the man looked relieved, as though he had just relinquished a heavy burden. His breathing became slower as a placid smile stole over his countenance. 10 minutes later, he was dead. Okay, let's go in here and let's draw a figurine, or carve a figurine of an eagle. Okay, looks good. Well, this is going to tire us out, too. So let's see, we got the eagle. We can draw a figurine of the coyote. Let's see, the vulture. Let's do the vulture. Yeah, let's go ahead and have everybody eat here. We're going to have to do something about food situation. We're just going to continue building some of these things. Yeah, let's pick up the coyote. And then let's go ahead and do the symbol of the bear. Fun stuff, good times. Okay, so where to next? Oh, we haven't got... We'll go to the safe location, would be interesting. Let's go do it. After hours of searching, the posse found the place the old soldier had spoken of, a rotten oak at the base of a hill. Excited, they looked inside the tree. There it was, a giant steel safe full of treasures plundered during the Civil War. It had a round, rotating 3-step lock. The code consisted of 5 rotations, each in alternating directions. I mean, can we even attempt to crack it? Probably not. Yeah. I mean, we could go ahead and, you know, make a guess, but it's probably not going to work out too well for us. Let's go check out this bridge. You know, actually we should get some, see if we can find some food. Probably in town. I don't know if that's going to be the best deal. Food portions, yes, yes please. So we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and say yes to that. Make it happen. Okay, so we got plenty of food now. Let's go down to this bridge, check it out. The day is nearing its end and you set up camp. It's time to distribute the meals. You have 21 food portions. Who eats? You know, I think everybody's going to eat. And then we're going to get some sleep. Okay. A one-handed man sat at the entrance to the bridge, wrapped in a poncho. He recognized Harrington, who introduced him to the rest of the posse. Bloody Bill had been a successful bounty hunter before he'd lost his hand. He and Harrington had some history. He offered to teach the posse what he called a handy trick for a fee. It wasn't cheap, even at the discount rate he said he was giving them. Why not? It took Bill an entire day to teach them the trick. In the end, only one person was able to grasp the complexity of this strange ability. The old bounty hunter took to the road a lot richer. So we end up picking up a card for $100. You know, that's probably not too bad. Let's go check out the Red Coyote. The party arrived in front of an Indian teepee decorated with large skulls. A burly Indian man covered in scars sat in the middle of the tent. The floor beneath him was stained dark red. Red Coyote neither smiled nor greeted them. It took the posse a few minutes to realize he was blind. Despite the intense way he stared at them. So we're going to explain to him how things are. Red Coyote cut him off, jumping to his feet, grabbing the gravedigger by the throat. He seemed outraged that he had arrived without tribute. The posse gathered what they could assuage this tribute by providing 10 ginseng roots. 10 ginseng roots, alright. Well noted. Let's go to the opium den. The opium den was that rare business which could increase profits while displaying the omnipresent misery of its customers. The room was filled with beggars, cowboys, and foreigners of all kinds. A Chinese man was dozing off behind a table opposite to the entrance. It could only be Jingle Tommy. Let's go ahead and ask him about... Well, maybe let's trade with him first. So if you ever wanted to buy opium, an opium den is probably the one good place to buy it. The question is, do we have anything that we could sell here? Probably nothing too exciting. Maybe we should buy some opium while we're here. Could find some place to sell it, I bet. Question is, where would we sell it? 20 would be $120. So we're gonna need to make sure we sell this. Okay, I didn't want to leave town. Jingle Tommy smiled without opening his eyes and spoke in a lilting near whisper. The Reverend was supposed to arrive in the railroad station a few days ago. Jingle Tommy had found something to occupy him while he waited. So we got a hideout, we have an abandoned wagon, and we have a railroad station. So it says here we're supposed to go to the railroad station, but I think we may go check these other places out first. Hideout. The tracks led them to 2 ruined buildings on a hill overlooking a river. Inhuman laughter and howling emanated from the compound. Harrington scouted ahead, returning to report that the compound was inhabited by men following the orders of an insane cultist they called the Mad King. Ashmore was here, though dead or alive was anyone's guess. So we are going to have a combat. So what we are going to do is take a break here, and when we come back, we're going to have some shooting. Some rootin', tootin' shooting. Thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next video. I'm Chris Cavalier, and you are watching Hard West.